Welcome back. I've purposely got my stage makeup on again to show you a little bit of what the final product is going to look like. So today we are working on our hair. Reason my hair is all kinds of awesome looking right now. I start with my hair wet and I purposely make sure that I actually don't have freshly washed hair. So I don't shampoo or condition my hair like the day or two sometimes before a show, because that's going to help our gel and hairspray stick a little bit better in the hair. I do, however, make sure that my hair is rinsed out and I just don't use the shampoo or conditioner. So my hair is wet for starters. If you need to, you can use a spray bottle to get it even more damp. It's up to you and what your hair needs. I do not use any kind of fancy gel for my hair. I actually purposely buy the biggest, cheapest container that I can find, because that type of gel actually sticks usually better for our needs for a show, better than some of the other professional styling gels. We want to make sure that we are able to get our hair nicely slicked back, and some of the other gels are meant for your daytime wear and things like that, and it's meant to keep your hair softer and looking more natural, and that's not at all what we care about right now. We want our hair to stick and not budge. We don't want to have to worry about our hair falling down on us when we're in a show. There are pins that are shaped a little bit more like a U. These are great for getting your bun to stick. I don't even always use these though. Sometimes I will just open up a bobby pin wider and use that instead. I also strongly encourage that my dancers use the bobby pins that have the wave on them. Now, you can pre hairspray your bobby pins to make sure that they stick. One of the rules of thumb with any kind of bobby pin, though, you want the wavy side to be closest to your scalp. You never stick it in the other way because they're just going to fall out on you. So, whether you pre hairspray them or not is your call. I seldom do that. So, it's not a stressor for me. First things first, I start with my damp hair, and I'm going to take a big handful of hair gel. My hair is really thick and there's a lot to it. Have no fear with the hair gel. I see a lot of people try to do just like a little bit. The gel is basically going to be like our glue for our hair. So have no fear. Glop that in, and we're going to lather that in. I start with the front and I kind of weasel that in and slick that back a little bit, and then I work this all the way through my hair. I want to make sure that all of my hair is gelled and nice and layered in, and I won't have any loose ends. And when I go to stick the bobby pins in, it's going to have something to stick to. So I use my fingers first just to get it going and work on slicking back some of my loose hairs that may be up front and the underside in the back. You also want to make sure you work the gel all the way down through the ends of your hair to make sure that you're not going to have stray ends there too when we go to pull it back. Once I have that done, I'm going to comb my hair back. I pre-brushed my hair so I didn't have to worry about that now. And so I should just be able to take the comb and pull my hair back. I start with usually a side to get it going, and we want that nice and slick, pulling it back. Now today we are only going to do just a basic bun. So as you can see, I work my way from one side of the head to the other, and then I'll use my hand to gather the rest of it, because again, I've got a lot of hair, so it's just easier for me usually to do it that way, and I grab it in the back. From there, I'll go over it again so I can nicely comb it all the way together. So I use this layer to nicely slick everything back, make sure it's all flat, make sure that it's all gelled where it needs to be, pulled smooth. And this is a hard thing sometimes for younger dancers. The little ones don't always like their hair being pulled back nearly so tight, but it's really important that we get everything in there. Our hair is in a ponytail and it's sitting in the middle of the head, right and back. Next, I have my hairnet. Now, when I use my hairnet, I actually prefer to make a figure eight and then I fold that in half. I know about how much my hair can get into it, so this type of hairnet, I'll figure eight it, fold it in half, and that gives me enough where I'll be able to pull this nicely around my hair. So I kind of preset that, because then we're going to take our hair and we're going to spiral it. So you bring it all together in that ponytail and you twist it. And in order to get that to sit nice and close to our head, you want to twist and then start to lay that down. If you do not, then you're going to have a really bunchy bun. And so you want to make sure that you get the bun to lay nice and flat. So you're going to twist it and lay it down as you go, so it sits flat. You take the tail end and you tuck that down and in. So now everything's nice and spiraled. Again, I followed that and I twisted it as I rolled it down. I tuck that tail in, and now I take that preset hairnet and I'm going to grab it and I tuck that end around and under my bun. And then I'm going to figure eight that again and pull that over. If there's any excess, I can pull the excess over and just fold that up. Sometimes there's a little more, you can twist that in. If you have those U-shaped types of bobby pins, now you can use that and you grab a little bit of the bun and you grab a little bit of the hair that's outside of that ponytail and you just fold that in. If you do not have those types of bobby pins, you take a normal bobby pin, and again, this is why the waves are so important. You open that plain bobby pin up, make sure the wavy side is down. You take the straight end, you grab a little bit of the bun, make sure you have the hairnet in there, and you fold that in. And you're going to just work your way around the bun until everything is held in. For dancers who have little wispy hair underneath or around the sides of their head, you may need to take a little bit extra gel and slick that down and slick that up. Also, if you need to, you can use bobby pins and again, wavy side down and stick in whatever wisps of hair you may have, be it top or bottom of your neck. From there, we use hairspray. You are going to load that up. Don't breathe in while you are doing the hairspray. Layer it on though, pretty thick. Like again, you are not doing your daytime hair. Have no fear on the hairspray, because the more you get in there, the more your hair is not going to budge and you're not going to have to worry about things. Once you spray it, now you have even more ability to slick your hair back super nice. Make sure that there's no loose ends. You never want to have hair wisps or anything. So make sure you get all the loose ends tucked in. Everything's nice and smooth. Another thing, because I sometimes get a little loose hair right underneath my bun, I will crisscross the bobby pins. So that way they interlock and I don't have to worry about them falling out. It makes it nice and tight. to hold whatever loose ends I may have. And then from there, you should have a nice ballet bun. This is just a standard ballet bun. Later on in the year, we are actually going to spend a whole other week talking about different hairstyles that we need and different ways to do buns and all of that stuff. And we'll go into a little other details for things. But this is one of the staples that almost every dancer needs to just know how to do. When you're using bobby pins, make sure that they are your hair color. You will find that there are different colored bobby pins out there. And same thing for hair nets. Make sure that it is something that matches your hair color. Don't forget that your hair is probably going to look a bit darker when it has been gelled and hairsprayed. And so you want to kind of take that into consideration when you are choosing the colors that you need. I will see you tomorrow.